Check, check, check. Hello. We have Naveed who's bowling. Balbir Singh on strike. Once again, you're watching Team USA versus Team Canada in the MCL Masters Cricket League Tri Nations Tournament. Scorecard. Check, check. That's beautifully played by Balbir Singh. An extra cover. Both the USA openers looking solid. Bowler Naveed Serai.
No, remove it. Come and help me. Yeah? Need one more guy. So we're going all the way to the back. Left up.
Once again, beautifully played there by Balbir Singh through extra cover. And that's going to run away to the boundary line for 4. It's a good start here for Team USA. Canada should look to get some early wickets to make some inroads into this USA batting lineup. As of now, both batsmen seem to be comfortable. Roger Gordon coming on from the airport end. The batsman on strike is Anthony Sardew. Break and play here. Bowler and the captain discussing what line to bowl, what field to set. And Anthony is on strike to Roger Gordon. Just moving the fielder to mid wicket on the onside. There's already a square leg behind square on the onside. Nicely played by Anthony, straight down the ground. Foolish delivery and driven down the ground by Anthony. It's getting a little cloudy and windy here in the afternoon. Would be interesting to see whether it affects the bowling in a big way or no. Canada definitely need to go for the kill now. They need some early wickets. Once again, Fuller delivery, driven down through extra cover by Anthony, just like his opening partner Balbir Singh, and that goes for another boundary. So Canada leaking a few runs here, the initial few overs. They need to be careful here. They don't have a lot of runs to defend. And as we suspected in the morning, with the sun beating down after the first innings, the pitch has kind of eased out a bit. It's not sticking onto the wicket. The ball is kind of coming nicely onto the bat. Much better than before. With that boundary, US go to 19 for no loss, and now we are looking at the fourth over. Good start here by US. Slightly full and wide, and Anthony going for a big slash once again, trying to drive it through the quick and cover region. Would be interesting to see at what stage of the innings will Canada introduce spin, because in the first innings, as we saw, spin was relatively difficult to kind of get away with the pace not coming onto the bat. Once again, driven over extra cover this time by Anthony, and this looks to be going for another boundary. So USA off to a flying start out here. I think Canada are trying to bowl to his strength here. He's looking to drive on the offside, and that's what he's getting. It'll be interesting to see what tactical change the bowler makes. And yes, now they have moved the man back to the boundary at the extra cover fence. They need to find some control out here, otherwise USA is running away with these first few overs. They need some early wickets to be in the game, just like USA did in the morning session. And that's a huge swing down the leg side this time by Anthony. This is proper power play batting here by US. Lots and lots of boundaries flowing. Very, very different to what we saw in the first innings, where we saw lots of wickets falling down in the first few overs. And the USA team are on the rampage, with Anthony leading the charge. 23 for no loss. In fact, 27 for no loss, correction, at the end of 4 overs. Playing well above the asking rate. If this goes on, this game could end soon. Canada needs to do something really, really quick. They can't let these boundaries flow and leak runs like this in the first few overs. They got to make the most of this new ball. Nazim, same bowler? Same bowler? Navid coming again. And that's a good ball, shot of good length. Pushing the batsman back, not giving him any room whatsoever. Oh my god, he seems to have done something to his leg here. It's not looking good at all, and it looks like he's coming off the attack. That's not a pretty sight to see at all on a cricket field. Navid walking off with what could possibly be either a hamstring or a niggle somewhere in his leg. This is a big, big blow for Canada. He's walking off the field, and now the captain has to decide whom do we replace him with. meeting going on in the middle with the captain and the fielders. I think Canada has to do something about this early surge shown by the USA team. So the bowler replacing Naveed is David Mohammad. He played a really critical innings with Rohan Vijayasekara while they were batting. Rohan, as you can see, is the wicket-keeper for Team Canada. Played really well today to hold the innings together. And David Mohammad, his partner in crime, coming on to bowl, and Bulby drives through the offside once again but could not pierce the gap. Well fielded in the cover region inside the ring. A big blow to Canada. Naveed was bowling pretty well, had to leave the field because of an injury. David Mohammad once again, and that's a good line to bowl once again. In the corridor of uncertainty, outside Ostrom, good length delivery, trying to get the batsman forward and not pitching it full enough for a drive. Once again, David Mohammad to Balbir Singh. And Balbir tried to cut this one, but this kind of zipped through, a common sight that we saw in the morning session when Canada was batting. Some of these deliveries off a good length just zip through to the keeper, and you try to cut it, but it's not there. So this is a good start here by Mohammad. In the air and taken. That's a cotton bowled. Fuller delivery, Bulby trying to drive it, not getting it there, and just lobbed it out to the bowler who took a really good return catch. So Canada finally managed to get the breakthrough. Probably not the way they planned it in terms of the bowling change, but then it was a forced change which kind of worked in their favor. So a really, really good start here for Mohammad and a good blow for Canada. Balbir was looking solid along with Anthony. Played a couple of fluent drives, and the bowling change has kind of worked in Canada's favor. And David Mohammad, who has bowled pretty much wicket to wicket and given nothing away, is rewarded with the wicket of Balbir Singh. New batsman, sir. Faisal. And the new batsman joining Anthony is going to be Faisal. Faisal Akhtar, right-handed bat. We're looking at the final delivery of the fifth over here. David Mohammad just got rid of Balbir Singh with a fuller delivery. Balbir trying to drive it, could not get the middle of the bat and just lobbed it up back to the bowler who took a really good return catch. Once again, Canada back into the game now and trying to put some pressure on Team USA. Here comes David Mohammad. Oh, that went down the leg side. A really, really good take here by the wicketkeeper Rohan, who played a significant innings with the bat as well and showing his class with the gloves once again. Just a reminder for the viewers, there is one delivery allowed for the bowlers in this format to bowl down the leg side if it's not wide enough. So that's the reason why it wasn't called wide. You're watching the Canadian Masters League tournament, the Tri Nations tournament right now between Canada, Team USA, and the West Indies. The match at the moment is interestingly poised with the wicket down in the previous over. And I suspect we have a bowling change from this airport end once again. New bowler? Rudy. The one who batted in the end. The new bowler here is Rudy Gibson, just like we had Dave Mohammad, who played a significant knock in the Canada innings. Rudy Gibson was superb. He kind of played a game-changing innings in the end, alongside Rohan to take Canada to 119. Left arm round the wicket. They're looking for a quick single here, and they just managed to pinch it. Kind of fell perfectly in the gap between extra cover and mid-off. It's a good start here by Rudy. Team USA is 28 for 1 in 5.1 overs. Remember, this is a 45 over game, and they're chasing a total of 120. It's not much, but given the conditions in the morning and given Canada being 50 for 6 at one stage, I think they recovered really, really well. Here's Rudy once again. Fuller delivery, driven down the ground, and they managed to get to another single. This is good batting here by Faisal and Anthony, trying to just move the strike around. Something that the Canada team could have done better in the first half of their innings. They got just a little bogged down by the accurate bowling by Team USA. But now, while batting, USA is trying to kind of get the scoreboard ticking over and not let pressure get to them. Once again, Rudy coming on to Anthony, and he manages to find the gap once again for another single. The small totals can be tricky. Generally, while chasing, you feel that you don't need to make a move on that early on, but then suddenly you find yourself in a situation where pressure gets to you and runs are not coming through. And that's why these singles and these boundaries, which they have scored in the first few overs, are really, really critical to kind of get the momentum going in their favor. This is good bowling here, though, by Rudy. Wicket to wicket, giving nothing away. And that's in the air. Probably did not time it really well, but he just got enough bat on it to hit it over, wide long off for another boundary. So the USA are maintaining a lot of momentum here. They're not giving anything. They're not leaving anything for chance. They're trying to put the pressure back on Team Canada. Interesting start here. Once again, Rudy bowling a little straighter this time, and Faisal could not pierce the gap this time around. Faisal could not pierce the gap this time around. We have Dave Mohammad, this time bowling to Anthony. Would be interesting to see Anthony's approach against Dave Mohammad, who bowled when successful first over, replacing Naveed, who got out injured. Still don't know the extent of the injury. Here comes Dave Mohammed to Anthony, and that's nicely played once again on the onside. And the fielder made a valiant effort to kind of stop the ball, but could not prevent the single. So USA kind of marching along with singles and doubles and the odd boundary. Batting looks relatively easy right now compared to the morning session where it was damp and the ball was holding on to the surface and also moving around. Remember, this is the pink ball, which does a lot when the conditions are in favor of bowling. Once again, Dave Mohammed. And that's a beautiful stroke here by Faisal, picking the gap on the offside between point and extra cover. And three fielders converging on it, and that's really good running as well once again. They came back for three. Canada needs to plug these runs somehow. There's lots and lots of easy gaps in the field, and they need to kind of control the flow of these runs and get some more early wickets to put pressure on the US batsmen. Right now they are 38 for 1, with Faisal Akhtar on 8 of 6 deliveries, and Anthony has gone on to a flying start with 18 of 13 balls with 3 boundaries. Who's on strike right now today, Mohammed once again. The field is still in. Remember, this is the power play. You cannot have more than 2 fielders outside in the 30-yard circle. Dave Mohammed coming into Anthony, who hits the ball once again through that offside, through extra cover, and has found the gap for another couple of runs. So he seems to be preferring that offside and hitting the ball well through the cover region. I think Canada would do well not to feed to his strength out there. There's been already 3 boundaries scored in that region. Once again, Dave coming in, bowls it slightly straighter. Anthony tries to tuck it away on the onside and was looking for a quick single, but Faisal wasn't interested. Good comeback here by Dave. Again, Dave coming in to Anthony, who tries to slog it out on the onside, fielder converging, and he drops a sitter. Not the start that Canada was looking for, not the outcome that they were wanting. Looked like a relatively easy chance in the outfield, and that chance goes down. It went straight to hand and just popped out of his hands at deep mid wicket. Anthony living dangerously out here. That's a full toss once again. Same fielder in contention. This time it went along the ground for a single. I think Canada definitely needs some bit of inspiration out here to make some inroads and get back into this game. We have Rudy once again coming in from the airport end. Left arm round the wicket. 2 batsmen taking a quick drinks break in between overs. This is a great start here for the USA team. Not the kind of start that Canada was looking for. They're already looking at more than 6 and over. Required run rate is just 2.03. 77 runs more needed in 38 overs. Lots and lots of time left in the game. It's all about wickets out here for Team Canada. Anthony on strike once again. There's a wide-ish long on moving back. And we have a deep sweeper cover once again. Rudy just tries to tease him outside off stump. And some quick work here by the keeper Rohan. Took off the bails, but Anthony was smart enough not to leave the crease. Good cricket here all around. Once again, Rudy coming in. Anthony tries to sweep him this time. Short fine leg fielder did well to cut it off and just restricted to 1 run. Good work here by Canada. Not giving enough room to Anthony, who likes to drive the ball through the offside. They're just pulling him wicket to wicket, straightish lines. Now they're looking at pushing the long on back for Faisal, who's on strike now. Here comes Rudy. Oh, that's a good ball. Coming in with the angle. That's the kind of line that we're looking at. Canada needs to be consistent with their lines like this and put a break on the scoring. Nicely played, and there is a man down in the deep at deep extra cover. So good job by the captain to keep a man there and the bowler bowling to his field. But right now, runs are flowing quite freely. Canada needs to look for more wickets, and they have to find inspiration somewhere. Here comes Rudy once again to Anthony. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. Using the wind really well here, Rudy, which is coming from left to right on your screen. And the ball was angling away from the left-hander's outside edge. Once again, there was an outside edge. Similar delivery, similar outcome, just that this time it caught the edge and just wide of slip. Mukesh Narula standing there at slightly wider slip, just missed his hands. So this is good tactics here by Canada to Anthony. End of the over. Team USA are 47 for the loss of 1 wicket at the end of 8 overs. Once again, this is a really good start by the US team. Canada found some bit of rhythm with Dave Mohammad and Rudy, both bowling together in the spell right now. But then, the early damage that was done by Anthony, Balbir Singh, and now with Faisal Akhtar, this has to be contained. Otherwise, they're running away with this game pretty quickly. Dave Mohammad once again back into the attack. Or rather, continuing the attack from the other end. Faisal Akhtar on strike. Here comes Dave. Whoa, that was an outside edge and went straight to first slip. Mukesh Narula just grasped it. It should have been taken. Should have been a catch. Should have been the second wicket, but so near yet so far for Canada. The last over, the last delivery went to his left once again. This one as well. And this time it was down the leg side, missed everybody, and the ball just crosses over for a boundary. Those are 4 byes signaled by the umpire. Rubbing salt into the wounds. Just the previous delivery, the catch was dropped, and this one goes for 4. How often do we see this happening on a cricket field? The bowler should definitely consider himself unlucky. He bowled a beautiful first delivery, right off a good length, trying to entice the batsman to go for a drive. Faisal Akhtar was trying to fiddle with the delivery outside off stump, caught the outside edge and went straight to first slip where Mukesh Narula dropped it, and then the next delivery down the leg side, misses everybody and goes for 4. Well bowled and when played once again. I think this is the line and this is the length that Dave Mohammed should be focusing on, because that's what is causing problems to the batsman at this end. Some of the deliveries are just zipping off a good length and either catching the edge or causing a false stroke. Once again, played on the offside. This time, a slightly controlled push by Faisal Akhtar. A bit of a sloppy work in the field. The throw not going to hand, but there was no overthrows. Canada's body language definitely needs to improve. They need to kind of lift themselves up here. In the meantime, 50 up for Team USA with that boundary down the leg side. So they're 51 for 1. Well bowled once again by Dave Mohammed. They managed to keep some tab on Anthony for the last few deliveries by not giving him that room or that length to kind of drive the ball the way he did in the first few overs. So good bowling this by Dave Mohammed. Oh, he went for the Yorker. Anthony just converted that into a lowish full toss and tugged it around the corner on the leg side for another couple of runs. The bowler should consider himself a little unlucky there. Had he missed it, it would have been kind of plumb in front, either LBW or bowled. Good contest this between bat and ball. Dave Mohammed doing really well. Canada needs to do something really quick now. Remember, they've crossed the 50 mark at a really late stage in their innings, whereas now USA are looking at 54 for 1 after 9 overs, striking at a rate of 6 an over, whereas the asking run rate is just 1.8. We're looking at possible bowling change out here. New bowler seems to be Abhilash Patel, coming in from the airport end once again. Jersey number 15. Lots and lots of chat happening between the Canadian players. We're seeing spin for the first time in this innings, so this would be interesting to see how the pitch plays. We saw what it did in the first innings while the spinners were on. It was really hard to get them away. And Abhilash is a leg spinner and a wrist spinner, which would be quite interesting to see how this goes. Canada need a wicket, and they really need it really fast. Interesting to see the field here. They're pushing long on back. They have a deep extra cover back. They have a guy at deep square leg. But what's interesting to see is that except for first slip, there's nobody in a catching position. And I think that's where Canada needs to kind of step up and look for wickets. Stopping the flow of runs is not happening. They need to go for the kill. They need to go for wickets. They're just defending 120 runs in 45 overs, remember. Lots and lots of adjustments to the field. And here comes Abhilash Patel. Faisal Akhtar on strike. Nicely tossed up down the leg side. Once again, just a reminder, you're allowed to bowl one down the leg side and not be called for a wide in this format. This is an over 50 tournament. There are some rules that have been relaxed. Once again, Abhilash bowling to Faisal, who just dabs it around the corner in the offside but doesn't get a single this time around. I think Canada kind of needs to close in with more fielders and put pressure on the batsman. Right now, there's too many gaps in the field. Tossed up once again, struck on the pads, loud appeal, but probably missing the leg stump. The ball is coming in with the angle and not really turning away from the bat. It's much to do with the wind as well. Nicely tossed up once again by Abhilash and watchfully played here by Faisal. This is a good start here for Abhilash and Canada. Spin doing the trick so far by keeping the batsman in check and not giving away easy boundaries. Tossed up once again, and Faisal would be disappointed to miss out on that opportunity. Went straight to the man standing behind square on the onside. Tossed up, and Faisal tried to pierce the gap on the offside once again, but then just could not find the gap. I think that's what spin does to you, and the slowness of the deliveries are doing on the trick on this pitch. It's a little bit of a sticky wicket. The slower you bowl, the better control you have, and it's more difficult for the batsman to pierce the gaps. What we have noticed is while the fast bowlers were on, it was coming on nicely to the bat and also going on to the boundary faster because of the speed of the ball. So spin seems to be the way forward now for Canada. A really good last over there by Abhilash. It was a maiden over, in fact. First maiden of the innings. New bowler? Once again, a change in the attack in Canada. New bowler is going to be waiting on confirmation. Right arm round the wicket to the left-hander, and Anthony, who has been a little quiet for the last couple of overs, just casually drives it to extra cover for no runs. Vishan Demel once again coming around the wicket to the left-hander, and this time pitches it short down the leg side. A valiant effort in the field by Abhilash, who made a big dive onto his left but could not stop the ball. Full marks for commitment out there. Remember, guys, this is an over 50 tournament, so every ounce of energy that the body can use is being used out here. Hats off to the commitment here. Vishant coming over the wicket this time, and Anthony tries to swing it over the onside, but gets a thick outside edge once again. A tad lucky out here and goes above, over and above Mukesh Narula standing at first slip. So luck favoring Anthony out here and even Team USA. Unlucky there for Vishan Damel. Once again, Damel coming over the wicket, and that's a quick single. Throw made on to the keeper's end and well backed up by Abhilash Patel. Square leg. This left and right combination is also becoming a big issue for Team Canada. As you know, with cricket, right? Every time there's a left-hander and right-hander in, fielders have to switch positions ball after ball when there's a single taken, and that's kind of not helping causes out here for Team Canada. The bowlers have to adjust their lines, the fielders have to move around, so that's a lot of churn happening on the field right now. Demel to Faisal, who defends it back to the bowler. So spin has definitely brought some control to this innings. At least the boundaries have stopped flowing, but they need wickets. That's the golden word here, wickets. Well bowled once again by Vishan Damel. Wicket to wicket, giving nothing away out here. So Canada doing well to bring on two spinners out here. What they need is a couple of quick wickets to put some more pressure on USA. Abhilash Patel continuing once again from the airport end. Anthony on strike. Abhilash to Anthony. The field is now slightly spread out with more men on the boundary. Here comes Abhilash. Anthony tries to charge down the track, but then pulled out of his stroke last moment. Clever bowling here by Abhilash. This time played on the onside. They're looking for two, and the fielder just cuts it off. Are they looking for the third one as well? No. Decided against it. Here comes Abhilash once again to Anthony, who tries to sweep him. This time, the ball went down the leg side, and Rohan did well as a keeper to stop it, stop the flow of runs. Well bowled once again. Avinash tosses it up once again and well swept there by Anthony, who sweeps it really fine and comes back for another couple of runs. So finding the gaps here and keeping the scoreboard moving, something that these two gentlemen are doing really, really well. Avinash needs to find his first wicket out here somehow. Try and entice Anthony to go over the top and get caught out in the deeps. That one looked to be a wide, yes. It's been a while since we've seen a wide ball. First wide of bowled by Anthony, I believe. Bowled by Avinash, I beg your pardon. Avinash coming in once again, tosses it up to Anthony, and he just drives it down to long on for a single. So after 12 overs, USA are 65 for 1. So they're kind of halfway there as far as the run scoring is concerned, and chasing 120 runs to win in 45 overs. Remember, Team Canada struggled a lot in their first half of the innings. At one stage, they were 50 for 6, and Rohan Vijay and David Muhammad, both of them rescued Canada and brought the score down to 92 with their partnership. And then there was a blinder played by Gibson towards the end. We have Vishaan Demel continuing from the far end to Anthony, and that's really well bowled once again, and Anthony equally up to it with a forward defense. I think they're playing it really smart out here, USA Cricket. They don't need to take unnecessary chances. They've really got a good start out here. Once again defended by Anthony. I think Canada are missing a trick here by not having more men in catching position. They cannot possibly defend the score without taking wickets. They have lots and lots of time to make these runs, and Canada needs to find a way to get more wickets. Well bowled once again. They're keeping it really tight out here. 3 dot balls, in fact 4 dot balls on the go. Somehow this action reminds you of the Sri Lankan great, the great Muthaiya Muralidharan, the only man to have taken 800 wickets in Test match cricket. Vishaan Demel is kind of similar to that. And that's a beautiful over. I think that's a maiden over once again. So Canada doing well to hold back things here. They just need to find a way to get wickets. Abhilash Patel, once again continuing from the airport end. He's bowled really well, to be honest. Got a lot of flight and guile, slowing it up, letting the batsman make pace. Faisal Akhtar on strike. Abhilash coming right arm over the wicket, using all his experience, his wrists coming into play. There he goes once again. Tossed up and in the air, nicely timed and placed by Faisal towards the vacant long off region. The mid off is in the 30-yard circle, and he chose the right shot for the right delivery by just hitting it over the fielder standing inside the ring. So this is really good batting out here by Faisal and Team USA. Not taking undue risks, finding the gaps. Once again tossed up, and once again Faisal trying to go over mid off, but finding the outside edge and almost carried to backward point. So good bowling out here by Abhilash. Did not get bogged down by that boundary and still tossing it up. Faisal once again trying to hit the ball through the offside but not finding the gap. It's a good comeback here by the bowler after being hit for 4. Tossed up by Abhilash and hit towards the extra cover region by Faisal, and he has protection out there, so keeps it down to just a single. Good bowling out here by Canada and good bowling here by Abhilash in particular. USA are 70 for the loss of 1 wicket. And Abhilash bowling right arm over the wicket to Anthony Sahadev. Anthony tries to sweep once again, and this time there was a man perfectly placed at 45 on the leg side. Looks to be Mukesh Narula out there at short fine leg. Went straight to hand, and finally the partnership comes to an end. So good, some reward for some good bowling here by Canada, and good thinking as well by Abhilash by tossing the ball up, enticing the batsman to make his own place and hit across the line and finding the top edge of the bat. The ball carrying straight to Mukesh Narula standing at short fine leg. So really well played by Anthony. Got his team off to a great start. He's gone out for 38 of 40 deliveries, which included 3 boundaries. And USA are currently 70 for the loss of 2 wickets, and we are looking at the 14th over. New batsman, sir. Sanjeeva. Sanjeeva Veerasinghe is the new batsman, right-handed batsman once again. Sizing up the field, Abhilash coming back after another successful over here and tosses it up. Nicely defended. So great over out here by Abhilash, bringing Canada somewhat back into the game with that wicket of Anthony, who was looking dangerous and had got the team off to a great start. Now we're looking at Vishan Demel to continue from the far end. Still don't see too many fielders in catching positions. Mukesh Narula was moving towards first slip, but now he's moved on. He's been moved to short extra cover. Interestingly, on the onside, they have deep mid wicket, square leg, shortish straight mid on, and then another long on in place. The field is wide open for the batsman to take some easy singles and rotate the strike around. Vishan Demel continuing from the far end once again. And now they've made a slight change. Man from cow corner, deep mid wicket coming in to the circle. Remember, this is still the last over of the power play. They need to have two men outside at most. It's beautifully played through the offside, short and wide. And Faisal finding the gap on the offside, looking for three, but decided against it. Canada need to be careful here. They just got their second wicket and they cannot give away easy singles and twos at this stage. They need to build pressure. They need to get more wickets. They cannot let loose. I think Vishal bowling well once again, left alone this time by Faisal Akhtar. Vishan could kind of take a leaf out of Abhilash's book and maybe slow it down a bit. He's bowling it a tad too quickly, which is kind of giving the batsman that extra pace to kind of find the gaps. We've seen on this wicket that the slower you bowl, the better your chances are to get the batsman out as a spinner. There he goes once again and driven down the ground, long off for another single. That brings the new man on strike, Sanjeeva Veerasinghe. USA are 73 for 2. This is the 15th over. Remember, this is a 45 over game. Batsman taking some time off to tie his shoelaces. And this is a good move here. Mukesh Narula coming back to first slip, and they're bringing in the fielders slightly more closer on the offside. So putting some pressure on the batsman, that's what you want to see on the new batsman. It's nicely bowled and nicely played on the onside. A little bit of sloppy work in the field, which allows the batsman to pick up two. And there are overthrows as well. So this is not good at all from Canada. They cannot afford these kind of let-offs in the field because they don't have too many runs to play with, and they really need to put some pressure on the batsman and not give away these kind of easy runs. Ishan Demel continuing to Faisal Akhtar. Well bowled and well played once again. Faisal looking rock solid and not taking any chances. So that would be the first drinks break. Now that we have 15 overs done, and Team USA is sitting pretty at this stage at 76 for the loss of 2 wickets. Lots of time left in this game, lots of overs left to score those runs for the US team. We'll be back in just a few minutes' time. Welcome back once again after the drinks break. USA versus Canada. This is the Masters Cricket League, Canada Masters Cricket League out here with Tri-Nations tournament between USA, Canada and the West Indies team. And right now we have Team Canada and Team USA playing at Danville Park, Mississauga. It's a beautiful lush green ground bang in the middle of the city. Nice and open ground, closer to the airport as well. And we have Abhilash Patel bowling from the airport end to the new batsman, or should we say a newish batsman in Sanjeeva Veerasinghe, who is on strike. Just a reminder to all our viewers, this is a Masters League tournament, which means that all the people playing this are above the age of 50. So hats off to their commitment and their enthusiasm for this lovely game. And we have a slip in place, we have predominantly spread out field and in and out field. Here comes Abhilash once again, bowls it slightly short and not the result that he wanted. Goes on to the boundary on the onside. A really easy pickup, pull shot for the batsman, and the ball travels to the boundary line. Boundaries are flowing nice and easy in this innings, which we did not see in the first innings. The conditions for batting being predominantly difficult. And there's a slight change in field now. The man is moved back to the boundary on the onside to deep mid wicket. And Abhilash continuing once again to Sanjeeva. Pitched it short once again, but this time he has protection in the deep, so keeps it to just one. So USA are 81 for 2. This is the 16th over. They're chasing a pretty small total of 119 runs, 120 to win. Abhilash bowls is slightly wideish outside off stump and left alone there by Faisal Akhtar, who's on strike, batting on 18. Tossed up once again, and this one came in sharply. Looked like the wrong one there, the googly. Whether Abhilash, whether Faisal read it or no is something which we don't know, but he left it alone. Abhilash tosses it up once again, and Faisal this time goes for an expansive drive outside off stump. Rohan, the keeper, appealing initially for a stumping and then for a caught behind, trying his luck, but then both the umpires are unmoved. So this is good bowling here, good comeback here once again by Abhilash. They need some more tight overs in this innings. Tossed up once again, and Faisal was trying to go for one more expansive drive, but then missed it completely, and even the keeper missed it. They steal a bye. So good bowling out here by Abhilash, but not having any luck. Thank you very much. So Ishan Demel, the Muralidharan look-alike in terms of his bowling action, continuing from the far end. Now bowling once again to Faisal, who's looking really solid right now at 19. USA 82 for 2. Here comes Vishan again. Shot of good length, pulled onto the onside. for another single in the deep. Runs flowing thick and fast out here. And Canada need to make some inroads to make a match out of this. Otherwise, USA are running away with this game. So once again, for Sanjeeva, we have a slip in place. Here comes Ishan. Shot of good length, played back to the bowler. Ishan coming in again. Tosses it up this time, and Sanjeeva tries to kind of push it, but could not find the middle of the bat. Tight over this so far by Vishan. Once again, a dot ball. But then the US team is already coasting along, so they can take their own sweet time. They don't need to be worried by these dot balls at all. Shot of good length, and this time, once again, found the gap on the offside. And they might look good for 3 runs, and they are coming back for the third. So all the 3 dot balls that he bowled in the beginning are undone by this slightly shortest delivery and helping in releasing the pressure once again. Here comes Vishan once again, tossing it up this time. Faisal trying to hit it, but could not find the middle of the bat. Lots of overcast conditions now, much different to what it was in the morning. While Canada were batting, it was nice and warm, but now it's nice and cool with some breeze blowing from left to right on your screen. There's some prediction for rains in the night. We hope that it doesn't affect the games tomorrow. At the end of 17 overs, Team USA are 86 for the loss of 2 wickets. They just need 34 runs to win, and there's a lot of time left in this game to make those runs. Canada needs to go for wickets, and Abhilash has to provide them another breakthrough somehow. I think they need more fielders in the ring and entice the batsmen to take more risks. Right now, singles and doubles are coming nice and easy. Here comes Abhilash. Once again, tosses it up, swept hard, but could not find the gap. But there's a slight misfield which allows the batsman to come back for an easy single. '87 for the loss of 2 wickets. Here comes Abhilash. Once again, nice and easy. This time down the leg side. And remember, once again, a reminder to the viewers that you're allowed to bowl one delivery legally down the leg side in this format. We have tweaked the rules a bit for this format. That's why it wasn't called the wide. Well bowled once again by Abhilash. This time they find the gap but just get one. Both batsmen looking relatively comfortable now. So Canada needs to make some things happen here. Nicely driven through the offside here by Sanjeeva, and looking to come back for the second, but good fielding out here. Quick release, preventing the batsman to finish the second run. Faisal again on strike. Abhilash tossed up, and Faisal cuts this one through the offside once again. And some good fielding in the deep, which prevents the batsman taking the second run once again. Remember, Canada are one bowler short right now, with Naveed walking off the field because of an injury. We don't know the extent of the injury yet. Pulled away on the onside for another quick single. So runs are coming thick and fast for USA, and Canada definitely needs to do something about it. At the end of 18 overs, USA are 91 for the loss of 2 wickets. There's a bowling change from the far end. Prashant Demel has been replaced by Lincoln Mohammed. Has pulled down the leg side and swept away by Sanjeeva towards deep fine leg. And they're looking to get a third run out of this. Not a great start here. Once again, bowling straight, wicket to wicket. Lincoln Mohammed. Made a good adjustment to his line after bowling it down the leg side on the first delivery. Here he comes once again and driven down the ground by Faisal. Here comes Lincoln. Oh, that one had some extra bounce. As we saw in the first innings, from this end, you get some bit of uneven bounce. Some of the balls just zip through, some of them keep low in the air, and a thickish outside edge carrying the ball towards the cover boundary, and it would be 4. So the luck not going Canada's way at all here. Was a kind of a wild slash outside off stump, but then as they say in cricket, when you flash hard, and the ball carrying over the boundary line easily. Which means that was the end of the over, and USA are sitting pretty at 99 for the loss of 2 wickets. Would we see a bowling change at this end or not? Yet to be seen. Dave Mohammad, right? So we have a bowling change at the airport end. Dave Mohammad, who had bowled from the other end earlier on, is making a comeback here for a fresh spell. Remember, he picked up the first wicket and broke the opening partnership. USA doing really well till now in this chase. They hardly look troubled. Canada also dropping a couple of chances, easy ones, which did not help their cause. Here comes Dave Mohammad once again to Faisal Akhtar. Beautifully bowled. He's getting some good pace out here, working up good pace, getting the ball to drift into the batsman with the wind. Just changing the field around a bit, getting the mid on back into the circle. Long off being pushed back. Dave Mohammad once again. To Faisal. Driven slightly uppishly and could not prevent the single though. I'm joined back by my fellow commentator Amrish.
Well, sorry I had to go for a personal situation. Anyways, US sitting pretty good.
Yep, they are on track. 100 for loss of 2 wickets.
And only how many overs gone?
It's the 20th over and they have lots of time to score those remaining 20 runs.
They can just push along and not even hurry now.
Yep.
Not even run a ball. So US
stamping their authority on this game.
Yeah, very commanding situation right now.
Short of length once again.
And good stop there at the point. Another 20 runs.
Yep. That's pulled away. Oh.
Well fielded, I would say, but
yep.
Is it a chance? No.
I think it was a 50-51.
Yeah, I think just short of it.
Yeah. These are the hard ones to take.
Yeah. US should not be in any hurry now. They should just play along, get some batting practice, I would say, for the next game.
Yeah. Ideal situation for the two men in the middle.
Right. And their next game would be against the West Indies, I would think.
That's right.
Is that tomorrow? The schedule for tomorrow? Is it? Maybe.
Yeah.
Canadian bowling has been in wanting because 100 for 2 in 20 overs is easy going for US.
And what did not help their cause.
And as you're talking, the pitch I think has eased up as well.
It's eased up and it's not hot anymore as well.
It's nice. The weather is nice and
nice and
right
pleasant.
Now. Pleasant, very pleasant. The sun has gone behind the clouds. The light is good.
Light is good. Yeah. What did not help their cause is a few drop chances as well.
Yes.
Yep, which kind of eased a lot of pressure.
Yeah, when you have only 100 on the board, you have to get those early wickets, otherwise it's going to be trouble.
Lincoln once again.
And that's straight to the field and cover.
So Faisal and Sanjeeva. So Lincoln is good.
And again pushed away.
into the offside.
That's it. And that's got the gap. There's a fielder running around from long off. Can he get to it? No, he can. That's one more.
Another boundary.
Another boundary, and that was firmly hit.
Firmly hit by Faisal, who is really batting well.
Yeah, he got the gap on the offside to cover, and the long off fielder had a long chase but couldn't recover. And now the ground also seems to have thickened up a bit with the dryness.
Yes.
And that's helping the batsman's cause as well.
Yep.
104 now, is it?
104 for 2. Faisal on 28. Sanjeeva batting on 22. Or 21, rather.
Delivery, length, off stump, pushed away.
That's good.
Recover. It's going to be an early finish, I would say.
Yep. Probably USA read the forecast in the morning for rains in the evening.
Better forecast than we got, I suppose. Yeah. And anyway, it was the toss. Winning the toss was
crucial.
Canada won the toss. They would have put US into bat for sure.
Yeah. That's why in these morning games, toss plays a crucial role. That's well bowled, allowed appeal, but probably missing leg. Decent over, except for the boundary here.
Yes. But the US, I mean, they can play down even a few maidens, it won't matter now.
Yeah.
With only 15 runs needed, and they still have another 23 overs left.
Yes.
So, not even run a ball now. I think they can take a nap in the middle.
Yeah. I don't know if you follow the score, Amrish, but India won the game against England.
Oh, no, I didn't catch on.
Yeah, England was 120 all out. They were 99 for 7 at one stage when we. Yep. But then they got some quick wickets in the end, and big win for India.
That move, of course. I mean,
who knew that when they started the day today?
150 was the lead.
Yes.
I thought 165, 170.
Yeah.
Now even that would have been enough.
Exactly. Here comes Dave Mohammed once again from the airport end.
Oh, that's a shot of a left delivery, and it's a wide.
Yes, wide called by the umpire.
I think Mohammed wants to get this done with fast as it was.
Yeah, signs of some tiredness showing on the Canadian players. Mohammed in particular, he played.
It would be interesting to see the average age of the two sides. You see,
yeah.
I think the Canadian side is a little older.
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah, because when you look at the USA team.
Oh, that's some great fielding out there in the covers. A dive to the right, stopped at least 2 runs there. Mohammed played a crucial knock, remember, with Rohan?
Well.
Yeah, I think that tiredness could be showing.
But still, 119 was a below par score anyway.
Yes. I think they lost a lot of wickets in the beginning, which did not
how
help
the USA is batting. I think 175 would have been a decent score.
Yes.
But 119 is nowhere near
yeah.
a challenge.
Yep. Dave Mohammed started off really well with the ball as well. He picked up the wicket of Balbir Singh, the opening batsman who was doing great guns in the beginning. Looks to be another wide. Yep. I think tiredness is showing on Dave's body. We all understand how difficult it is.
I mean, miracle can save Canada now with only 14 runs needed.
Yes. Played on the offside, well fielded once again.
They need a double hat trick now to bring some momentum into the game for Canada. Otherwise, there's no chance. The writings on the wall, I would say.
Yes, pretty much. Here comes Dave. Oh, that's beautifully bowled. That's a lovely delivery.
Probably it was going slightly down the leg side.
Yep.
And the quickest delivery too. And
Yes.
they got two
Leg buys.
Two leg buys. So
Yeah.
must have been missing leg stump by a whisker.
Yes, and I think probably a bit high as well.
Could be.
Because it missed the stumps, missed the keeper.
And once you kiss the pad, the keeper is in distress when he won't see where it's going to go, right? So, especially on the leg side also.
Yes. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh my God, what an attempt here by Dave.
And Dave is disappointed.
He dived to his left.
He went flying to his left.
Yeah.
And,
showing what a fine athlete he is.
Yep. He tried a bit of a Batman there, but didn't work.
Yeah, he already got one cotton ball today, his first wicket.
He was airborne at the time when he got a hand to it. He had a spectacular catch.
Yeah.
He took it.
Full marks for effort out here.
Yes. Medium pace right on forward. That's down the leg side, and that's Sekura, the wicket keeper, can take hold of it, and then takes just the one by.
So one by. That should be the end of the 22nd over.
110, 10 to go.
112 now with that.
That's 2 strokes away from winning this game.
Yes.
2 balls.
Yep.
Will be done. I'm sure Canada must be a bit disappointed. They were expecting to do better than this.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, the wicket is in their favor.
Yes.
That kept them below par. Well, it's still not over yet because they still have to play the West Indies, and there could be a spot in the playoff that they win that, I'm sure.
Yes.
I don't know how the rules go, but I think that's how it works out.
Right.
They have to play Canada's left and West Indies, so I think the opposition will not be this strong coming up. I think so.
Yep.
This is the strongest opposition Canada they have.
Yep.
Looking at how the USA is playing.
Absolutely.
So I'm sure I'm expecting a final playoff game between these two, and things will turn around for Canada.
Yes. Agreed.
And also we have to keep an eye on the forecast for the future of the week.
Yeah. The evening forecast doesn't look that great today, but tomorrow it says that it might clear up. For now, it shows some rain in the night, which means that in the morning there might be some bit of moisture under the surface. So, yep.
With the covers not on, right? Do they have covers on? At least the tarpaulins have some kind of covers.
They do, but I would still expect the water to seep in. Here comes Lincoln once again, bowling to Sanjeeva. Yep. Score reading 111 for 2.
Yeah, it's a Nelson.
It's a Nelson. If you remember, the umpire David Shepherd, he would hop over.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautifully played.
That's over extra cover. That's going down to the boundary. I think that'll be 4.
Yes, Sanjeeva showing his class.
Well, all the way for 4.
Nicely done there by Sanjeeva, getting off the Nelson score and taking it to 115.
Yes. Now it's for 1 stroke away.
Yes.
The US to win this game convincingly, I would say, in less than half the 11 number of overs.
I think if there's one thing missing from the US innings, it's a 6, and we might.
The only thing which is pleasure in saying that only 6 of the game. Unless, of course, he finishes it off with a 6.
Yeah, so right now, if he hits a 6, they win. No. Nicely defended. Back to the bowler.
In the Canadian innings, I think there were only about 4 boundaries in total and a 6. That's how hard it was for the batsman.
Yep.
And that's how well the US
bowlers bowled. They used the conditions to their advantage. So we have seen two facets of the game today. Some brilliant bowling by US in the morning, and now some brilliant batting by them as well. Oh, that's beautifully bowled once again. Wicket to wicket, giving nothing away, but it's too late in the game. Bit too late in the game. Once again,
This time he goes a
he
lot.
goes
Has
over
he
long
got it all
on.
the way? No, I don't think. It bounces inside the boundary line.
But he still gets a 4.
Yeah, he gets a boundary.
And US are just one run
And
away.
totals are
119.
I think totals are even now, right?
119 for 2. They just need one more.
One more, so I don't think the 6 will happen. So they can just push single anywhere they want.
Yep.
And again, they say
Yes. So you're seeing a fascinating run chase here by US.
yeah, but with only 119 to get, 120 to get.
Yep.
It's always not a difficult task in 45 overs.
Exactly. But sometimes, those small totals can be tricky.
Tricky,
But they just played it so casually.
If they had lost some early wickets quick.
Yeah.
Then
And with that, we see the end of the game.
That's not the boundary?
Yep.
Yes.
That was another boundary, which means that US have won this first game in this inaugural Tri Nations tournament between Canada, US, and the West Indies. The Masters League, aged above 50 and showing great enthusiasm on the field. So, congratulations, Team USA.
Yes, and belying their ages, I would say.
Yes, yes. And I have a gentleman next to me in the commentary box who is as young as 70 years old.
70 years old, yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
and he is equally enthusiastic as the players on the field.
I wish I could get out there, but my arms are going and my legs are going, so I still have my mouth going. That's the only thing. But then it's good to see players at this age playing competitive cricket, not just for fun only.
Correct.
So this is a good tournament, and I'm expecting better cricket to come as we move along.
As we progress,
down the week.
Yep.
And especially for Canada to do well.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. And anyways, congratulations to the US team. Well played.
Customary handshakes after the game, which is great to see.
And it's an early finish, and we get to go home early.
Yes.
Unexpected. The scheduled closing time was 5.
Yes.
But now it's not.
I think it's 3:40 in the afternoon, and that's the end of the first game.
We'll be back again tomorrow.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
And hopefully we'll get another good day's play.
Correct.
Weather permitting.
Yeah. Clinical run chase here by USA after losing Balbir Singh Sodhi for 9, but then the guys who came in after that, Faisal Akhtar not out on 30, Sanjeeva Veerasinghe not out on 33, and the start that Anthony Savio gave them at 38. That was something phenomenal because they did not let pressure get to them, and they just went about their business as if they're just playing normal cricket.
It says that 120 in 45 overs.
Yes.
We're looking at an average rate of just over 2 runs.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
yes.
In any form of cricket, that is an easy gettable average.
Nevertheless, I think some positives here for Canada.
Yes.
Especially the way Rohan batted along with
the recovery that we saw after the 6 wicket at 150. They managed to get to 119 was creditable.
Yes, David Mohammed coming in and chipping in with a very, very crucial 18.
Quick fire 20 or 19, whatever.
I think Gibson's innings was entertaining. We really enjoyed calling that out in the first innings.
And the only thing is the top order did not deliver as expected. But hopefully they'll come around next time.
Yes.
And maybe, who knows, Jai Sekara might come up a bit higher in the order.
Correct.
That could help.
Yeah.
Because he's a very calming influence on the other batsmen as well.
Yep.
Mind
you, he's a wicket keeper as well, which is a thankless job.
Oh, yes.
Especially at this age.
Yes. I mean, I'm sure his joints are aching right now.
I think he'll do well to get a nice massage tonight.
Anyways,
With that, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes, Vino, it was a pleasure having you with me here today. And
absolutely, it's a pleasure is all mine,
and,
and looking forward to tomorrow.
tomorrow, and hopefully we'll get another good day's play.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's goodbye from me and goodbye
Venu.
from Vino.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching,
Yes.
and we will be back
And hope you
tomorrow.
enjoy the live broadcast.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye bye.
Good night.